£1,000. Sisters, Amy Slatton's arrest explained, who has custody of her kids Gage Glenn after the incident. The reason behind £1,000 Sisters star Amy Slatton's arrest has finally come to light, along with details about who currently has custody of her sons, Gage and Glenn Halterman, following the zoo incident. Amy and her sister Tammy gained fame when they began appearing on the reality show in 2020. Back then, Amy looked very different, weighing 408 pounds. Determined to become a mother, she worked hard to lose weight, eventually making that dream a reality. Amy and Michael Halterman were married for 4 years and became parents to sons Gage and Glenn. Over time, Amy felt Michael wasn't pulling his weight when it came to parenting and helping around the house, which eventually led to their divorce. Ahead of £1,000 Sisters Season 7, Amy revealed she had met someone new through social media. Amy and Brian Lavorne hit it off instantly after meeting at a concert. They bonded in the mosh pit, singing together and grabbing street tacos afterward. Amy says that night marked the beginning of their relationship, and they've been inseparable ever since. Amy is engaged to Brian. Brian is someone special in Amy's life. Amy had been dating Brian for 5 months when he proposed to her. Amy and Brian's engagement was a part of a May 2025 episode of £1,000 Sisters. Brian asked Amy to marry him when they were inside the padded room of Henderson Haunt's haunted house in Kentucky. After Amy, Brian, and Amy's sisters, Tammy and Misty Slatton Wentworth, went through the attraction, Brian, who matched Amy in a skeleton t-shirt, got down on one knee. While proposing to her, Brian revealed that Amy and he had talked about marriage before, with both saying they would never do it again. "My love for you is insane. Will you marry me?" Amy's response was quick. She told him, "You know I will." Amy called it her best proposal yet, and Brian said he hoped it would be her last proposal as Amy showed off her silver band, featuring 2 skeleton fingers forming a heart, to the cameras during a confessional. Brian brought up moving in together, and expanding their family, weeks after they began dating. In fact, Amy told People in an interview that Brian had slipped a green apple ring pop on her finger while she was asleep just 2 weeks into their relationship. Amy was bit by a camel. What happened to Amy at the zoo? £1,000 Sisters fans first read about Brian when he was arrested alongside her in September 2024 at a local safari park. In September 2024, Amy needed a stretcher after she said she was bitten by a camel at the locale. Police later confirmed that a zoo employee called 911 after the incident, and Amy was taken to the emergency room to tend to her injury. On the show, Amy claimed she was attacked while driving through the Tennessee Safari Park, which is a family-safe zoo where visitors can just drive through without leaving their cars. Amy and Brian brought 12 buckets of food for the animals during their outing and filmed a video from the van, showing them feeding the animals with her kids in the back. In one part of the clip, a camel approached Amy's window and stuck its head inside to grab food. "The boys are having fun," Amy said while feeding an ostrich. Suddenly, the camel spit on her leg, prompting her to scream, "He leaked on me." As she leaned forward to clean herself, the animal bit her arm. Amy was arrested with Brian. Amy faced charges of drug possession, child endangerment. "Ow, ow, ow," Amy yelled, telling Brian, "He got me good." According to TMZ, Amy had nearly 4 centimeters of skin missing from her right arm near the inner elbow, exposing raw tissue. She was treated at the ER and discharged, but shortly afterward, both she and Brian were arrested for illegal possession of Schedule I, and 2 counts of child endangerment, according to the Crockett County Sheriff's Department. Meanwhile, Us Weekly reported that when deputies arrived to respond to the camel bite, They were immediately overtaken by suspicious odors coming from the guest's vehicle. Authorities suspected the couple had mushrooms and marijuana in their possession. Amy pleaded guilty after Zoo arrest. Amy revealed her jail experience. Amy and Brian were released on bond the next day. Amy's sons, Gage and Glenn, were in the car at the time of the arrest. The Department of Children and Family Services opened an investigation. According to documents obtained by Us Weekly, Amy later signed a plea deal after pleading guilty to simple possession. The plea agreement was submitted to the Crockett County Courthouse in Tennessee on December 19. Amy was given a suspended sentence of 11 months and 29 days, credited as time served, so she would not face jail time. As part of the terms, Amy had to pay a $500 fine and complete an alcohol and drug assessment. 2024, officially resolving her charges. She was also instructed to have no further contact with the Tennessee Safari Park, the location of the incident that led to her arrest. Does Amy have custody of her sons? Who looks after Gage Glenn now? When Amy and Michael divorced, they agreed to share custody of their sons, Glenn and Gage, with Amy having them 70% of the time and Michael the remaining 30%. However, after Amy's arrest on drug charges, she temporarily lost custody. Boys were placed with a family member, later confirmed to be Amanda Halterman, not Tammy, as some fans had speculated. There was concern that Amy could lose custody permanently. Recent photos shared by her suggest the boys have returned to her care, indicating that her custody situation may have stabilized for now. They're so happy to go get their favorite breakfast food, ham and cheese croissant. 1,000-pound sisters star Amy is a devoted and loving mother who has faced numerous challenges, including postpartum struggles and limited support from her ex-husband. Despite these hardships, she has remained committed to her children. A major turning point came when her sons were temporarily removed from her care following her arrest. Although Amy believed she did nothing wrong, she was charged with child endangerment. That difficult moment served as a wake-up call, motivating her to make better choices and focus on being fully present and supportive of her boys moving forward.